All right, we are looking at parallel lines and transversals. So these lines, L or I, we'll say it's L, and M are parallel. So these lines will keep going forever and ever and ever and ever, and they will never intersect or run into each other and cross each other. Okay. Um, this line going through both of them, that is our transversal. If we know the angle of one of these angles, like if we know the degree, if we know the degree of one of these angles, we can figure out all of them. So in a parallel, when we have parallel lines, you have several congruent angles. Congruent means same size. So 2 and 4 and 6 and 7, those angles are all the same size. 1 and 3 and 5 and 8, those are all going to be the same size as well. And I have included this information in our classwork. There's some notes here you can click on. And also a reminder that a whole rotation is 360 degrees. A half a rotation is 180 degrees. So if this were like a circle, then from this point arcing over to like about here, that would be 180 degrees. So let's read the problem. Line L is parallel to line M if the measure of angle 6, this angle here, is 75 degrees. What is the measure of angle 1? Well, if angle 6 is 75 degrees, so is angle 2. And all we have to do to figure out angle 1 is to take 180 minus 75. We get 105 degrees. The line L is parallel to line M if the measure of angle 6 is 75 degrees. What is the measure of angle 4? That is also going to be 75 degrees. Line A is parallel to line B if the measure of angle 7 is 114 degrees. What is the measure of angle 3? Well, if 7 is 114, so is 5, so is 3, so is 1. So 3 is also 114. In our notes, I made kind of hopefully a helpful little cheat sheet. So this one says these lines are parallel. Pretend I did as best I could. And it says when the transversal intersects are parallel, the corresponding angles will be the same, also known as congruent. So if you look at our example, angles 1, 3, 5, and 7 are congruent. 1, 3, 5, 7. And then angles 2, 4, 6, and 8, 2, 4, 6, and 8 are congruent. So spend some time kind of studying these notes and eventually it'll click. So it said angle 6 is 75 degrees. What is angle 2? That's also going to be 75 degrees. Line P is parallel to line Q if the measure of angle 3 is 54 degrees. What is the measure of angle 6? Well, 3, 2, 6, and what I'm assuming would be 8 are all going to be 54 degrees. Line A is parallel to B If the measure of angle 7 is 114 degrees, what is the measure of angle 1, 7, 5, 3, and 1? Would all be the same measure, so that would be 114. Line A is parallel to B. If the measure of angle 7 is 114, what's the measure of angle 4? Well, angle 4 you can see is an acute angle. It is not going to be the same as 7, angle 7, because this is an obtuse angle. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go 180 minus 114 to figure out what 4 and 8 and 6 and 1 would be. 180 minus 114. We get 66 degrees. All right, good luck.